Okay, this is my in-gauge layout. I'm getting back into trains after a long hiatus, probably 12 years, and that was an HO track. And this one, the first table is 6 foot, and then the one right down here is 3 by 4, or actually 34 inches by 4. And I have elevated track coming. So this is all Kato track and trains. The UP with the engine behind, that's using the Concord uh, freights from a set from in the 80s, I believe. And it actually runs pretty good and it actually looks pretty good. And those two Kato engines, they run great. Now, the Silver Streak, you know, I'll have to say the engine's a little noisy on it. So I'm probably going to take it apart and, check it out. But, it pulls good. But at slow speeds, the dual engine one is faster, even though it's pulling the longer load. But, I think that's kind of to be expected. But I'm really waiting to get the elevated track section going. And, you know, I'm just doing it to get started on elevated just to see how I want it. And then I'll probably go with the foam piers because I used them before on my HO and they worked really well. But I'm not I'm not going to go for super realism. These trains ran on the prairie, so it's going to be pretty much prairie. There's not going to be any mountains. There'll be some hills, and the nice thing about it, I can actually use the native shale stone from here, and it's a really brittle and breaks up nicely. So you could have some nice rock features using real rock. But these trains, they actually run really good. Turnouts, turnouts are great, and the crossover, amazingly good. So let's go ahead and run it for a little bit. This is just a DC setup, no DCC. I might go DCC, or I might go with the sound system from uh, Kato. But it just sound really doesn't impress me all that much. I think it would probably be better with the bigger speaker and even the new one from Kato where you can actually hook up real speakers. Uh, that would probably be ideal. I did hear sound from a DCC train, and it was the big boy, and with a subwoofer, it was actually kind of impressive. But you know, there's no substitute for large speakers. It's kind of like cubic inches in a car. You know, you gotta have big speakers to push sound. But it's kind of fun running this, even though it's just DC, because you have to time the crossover just right. And at this speed, I don't think you're going to see anything gain quickly. So let's speed it up a little bit. At top speed, the Silver Streak is much faster than the freight engines, but I think the freight engines can pull a lot more, a lot easier. So we'll get it a little bit ahead, and then we'll do the crossover. Oh, and my HO train set before, I had the cab DCC, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I had a steam locomotive that had a sound card, and it was okay. I was looking at videos of the big boy that has the smoke, and I'm sorry, smoke out of trains, and I've got a RC King Tiger tank that has smoke, and it's just, I'm sorry, it's lame. It doesn't look anything like it. It looks like a toy pushing out smoke. So, that, not a big fan of it. But yeah, these are nice, quiet, running trains. And this is kind of a zen thing for me too. I'll just sit here and just watch them go around and make the occasional side trip with the crossovers. So I'm enjoying it, and once I get this other section set up, I think it'll be pretty good. The controls are going to move down to in front, so I could have a siding where that is sitting right now. Oh, and this lamp here, I got this off of Amazon, and I was kind of wondering about it. Man, is it a great, it's just, you can pick your brightness. It's even got a timer, night light, and it's just a really well done light. And this side over here is a little dark, so I think I'm probably going to get another one. Okay, well, see if we can't move it up, get another good crossover. And believe me, I've crashed on a few times. And when you got that many cars on a train, it's a pain in the ass to reload them. Thank goodness for the little blue adapter for getting your trains back on the rails. So that helps a bunch. That makes it a lot quicker. That's about the only drawback to N-scale for me, is they're a little fiddly. Especially with old eyes. Oh, and that rear car on the Silver Streak, having the sign light up and the white light on top, and then the red tail light, and then two lights off to the side at work, it looks amazing when you got it running in dim light. Close to making a crossover. slow it down to a little bit more normal pace. But good running trains, you know. Probably most of the trains I was using were Bachmann's for the HO, and they did fine, and they actually ran smoothly. I didn't have any problems with them. Now the steam train, it was an oddball maker from a while back, but that train, for being a steam, it was very reliable. Back then I was doing Great Northern as my preferred railroad. Right now it's Union Pacific, and I'm going to stay that way. I got the Union Pacific big boy on the way from Kato, so I'm looking forward to that. Nobody's really got a bad thing to say about it, except maybe it's not detailed enough. But anyway, this is my layout. It's going to expand, it's going to change. It's changed a lot already, and it's only been 3 weeks. So I'll post some more.